going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland? Coming back to another film review. This time we're on to a horror film. Evil Dead 2. So originally I was thinking about doing a review for Evil Dead 1, but because 1 and 2 are pretty much the same film, I was just like, I'll just watch 2 and just move from there. So, truth be told, the actual first Evil Dead film I saw, and I didn't know it was an Evil Dead film, was Army of Darkness, but that's a whole nother topic. I always hear people, remember when I always go to the like Blockbuster and stuff, I'd always see this cover where it showed like the skeleton looking at you like, and it said Evil Dead 2, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? And it's like, I never had an interest to pick it up or anything. And it wasn't until a lot of the Evil Dead show and the Evil Dead recent couple films that came out, and then also hearing that that's where Bruce Campbell got his start, because I know Bruce Campbell from watching Briscoe County Jr. back in the 90s. And then also Sam Raimi, where he kind of really got known, was doing these films. I was just kind of like, I'll check it out. And I watched the second film recently, and it was cool. For the most part, the film kind of came off kind of dry. Like, it really kind of slowly moved and built up, which some people would think that was great. For me, I was just kind of like, I was starting to look at my watch a little bit. I was starting to feel like this film is just dragging on and on. And as much as people talk about it, I'm not seeing anything. And then, of course, about after the first death scene, at least that I can recall, and then Bruce Campbell, I honestly, I felt like where the film suffered was just him by himself. And that was really, maybe that was a budget reason, but it was just kind of like watching Castaway at a cabin. And I was getting to a point where, like, okay, I'm getting tired of this. Where's the dialogue between somebody, interaction between somebody else? And it just wasn't happening. And honestly, for me, the film didn't pick up until we had other people come on screen and interact with Bruce Campbell, Ash's character. But at least the interesting thing was how Ash ended up having the chainsaw. That was cool to see how. I mean, it sucks, but at the same time, at least now I know how that came to be and stuff. The horror aspect of the film was good. It is a scary film. It wasn't scary to me, but I can see how people would be scared of it, because there was a lot of gotcha scenes. And the dialogue, for when there was dialogue, was cool. The thing I felt the film was lacking was there just wasn't enough action, I guess, to where Ash was like, kicking these Deadites' ass. Kind of felt like, I'd seen more with Army of Darkness, and it didn't, and maybe that was a budget reason again. Nonetheless, it's a good film. I don't see it as a classic film like some people would say. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Yes, sirs. It is different. But overall, it just dragged for a while for me before it actually started to get really interesting. And, outside of like the last half of the film, to me, it was just, there wasn't really much going on. And it just, that was it. I don't think it's a bad film. I would definitely say check it out. And you may like it more than I did. For me, that keeps me interested in any type of film. There's got to be some type of things going on besides just a one-man show. And I felt with Evil Dead 2, there was too much of that to where I think it hurt the film, at least for me, to be interested and not want to just check out and stop the film or watch something else. I mean, it's not like another film review I did that was god-awful. This film is really good. It's just, I just felt maybe bringing in the cast with Ash would have been a better play, as opposed to where they show up. Probably would have been better to bring them in at and then have them work together, and then things start going bad. I think the film would have been better that way. Nonetheless, I would say just if you're interested in the Evil Dead history and how it came to be and where it started from, kind of thing, you could watch one. I have no commentary on it. I have no judgment call. I just read that 2 is just a rendition of 1, so it's a better product. So it's like, why not just watch 2 and skip 1 since it's technically the same film all over again. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.